Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Transformers Friday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Transformers Studio Series 86 from the Transformers the Movie Core Class Decepticon Frenzy Red. Let's get into it! Let's begin with a look at the packaging. And here we have some nice artwork of Frenzy Red, or Rumble. You know, however you want to do it. But it's marked Frenzy, so that's how we'll cover it. Takara Tomy Generation Studio Series, the Transformers the Movie logo. And then here we have Transformers Decepticon Studio Series, the Transformers the Movie 8-and-up. Hasbro print Decepticon Frenzy Red. On the bottom, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in Vietnam print, symbols I'm not going to learn. On this side, Studio Series, and there's some artwork there of Frenzy Core Class Decepticon. And then, I forgot to say, did I say about the artwork up here? But anyway, there's artwork up here on the top. And it doesn't appear he has an actual Studio Series number. Unless I'm just missing it somewhere. So anyway, here's some artwork here on this side. Authentic. And then on the back, the Transformers, the movie, some nice digital renders of the figure in both modes. And even with different weapon loadouts. Transforms in 9 steps. Decepticon Frenzy Red. Includes figure and 4 accessories. Warning, attention, Octoon! Don't stick things in any language pie hole that do not belong there. Don't give it to babies. And then here at the bottom, more small, fine legalese made in Vietnam print. Symbols I'm not going to learn, Hasbro print, and a barcode. That, my friends, completes our look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories. And first up, we've got the handy dandy instructions. And you can see Studio Series 8-and-up. Generations Transformers, the Transformers the Movie Decepticon Frenzy Red. And then on the inside, the directions are clearly illustrated with no blurring, decently colored, and easy to follow. So there is that. Next up, let's take a look at his little blasters. There's a left and a right one, and other than that, they're pretty much the same, but one's made for the left, one's made for the right. You can see they're molded in this whitish colored plastic. Nice molded details. Exactly the same as Rumble Blue. And again, same thing holds true for this one, it's just the opposite side. Then next up, even though he's Frenzy, he comes with pile drivers, so you know, if you believe that Rumble is red, you can still make this guy rumble if you want to. So, nice molded details on it. You know, some waffle on the backside. This is where the arm sticks in. The pile driver pieces do remove, so you can actually, it's got a port in the top of it. You can actually, you know, connect those together for whatever reason. Super pile drivers. So, but that comes off, so you can adjust them a little bit. So if you want it out, you know, about that far, or it goes in about that far. And it looks like it's probably molded in red, and then the black is the paint app. Of course, I could be mistaken, and these appear to be exactly the same to me. Again, they have the port here in the top, and then they have a smaller port that the guns can fit into here on the sides at the top. And let's take a look at Frenzy Red himself, and you can see he kind of sort of resembles a cassette tape. I mean, it's core class, so you know, but it does, you know, basically fit the shape, and the paint apps here on it, or tampos, whatever they happen to be, you know, along with these molded pieces. It does lend itself to the look of a cassette tape, and you know, that's really all I can say about this mode. It's you know, it's a rectangle, but at least it's not meant to be a shield. And yes, it will fit in Soundwave, and I know that for a fact because I have Rumble Blue and he fits in there as well. So, but I don't know what else to tell you about this mode. I mean, it's a rectangle, and it, like I said, it lends itself to that cassette, I suppose. I mean, these two molded pieces and the sticker is really what gives it that lending to part. But there you have it, my friends. There's a look at the figure and his accessories in alt mode. For our final set of alt mode comparisons, here we have the Transformers Studio Series 86, the Transformers the Movie Core Class Frenzy Red, with the Transformers Titans Returns Legends Class Bumblebee, and the Amazon exclusive Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Leader Class Alternate Universe Optimus Prime. It's time for alt mode comparisons, and here we have the Transformers Studio Series 86, the Transformers the Movie Core Class Frenzy Red, with the Transformers Studio Series 86, the Transformers the Movie Core Class Rumble Blue, the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Core Class Frenzy from the Soundwave Spy Patrol 3rd Unit, and the Walmart exclusive Netflix Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Voyager Class Soundwave. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the comedy portion of our program, where I attempt to transform this Transformer, and hopefully it won't be too comedic. But you just lift these pieces up right here. You can see there's like an open port right there, and then the tab, or an open slot right there, and there's a tab, and they're on both sides, so that it kind of helps to hold those in position. You can see it's tabbed, open tabs right here, not so much on this side, but basically you just untab it and move it down, then rotate it at the knee this way, and then do the same thing on the other side. You have that in place. Then you can straighten these pieces up, and then they will move down. And before you move them down all the way, you might want to fold the hand pieces out like so, and they're on that pin right there. Come on, there we go. Let's turn that the wrong way. Let's put that down. Then I might have to use the handy dandy tweezers to get the head at least where I can hold on to it. Yeah, I've got it out there just so much. Flip that up and then spin it around. Straighten that hand up. And then the last thing you want to do is flip his feet down. course, that one wants to stick. It's always something when you're filming, my friends. Always. Well, there you have it, my friends. There is the figure all transformed. Now let's take a look at the figure, and we'll take a look at its accessories again, because they actually work in robot mode. But as far as what I didn't cover, you know, all this stuff, you know, that deco, we pretty much covered in alt mode. But here, you know, pretty good deco there on the head. Looks like it's molded in black plastic and then silver for the paint app, or silver paint app for the face, and then red for the glasses, goggles, visor, whatever you want to call that. Got some nice gold deco here on the chest, small little Decepticon tampo, some gold on the crotch, and then some gold deco and some kind of white deco, maybe silver. Yeah, it's silver deco on the inside of the leg there. And then, you know, that pretty much does it for the deco. The sculpt is pretty nice too, considering, you know, the size, you know, and even this guy is kind of small for core class. So there is that. Lots of ball joints going on here in the knees, here at the shoulders, kind of on a dumbbell though, but it's on a hinged dumbbell, so the arms, you know, basically for transformation. So, but let's take a look at his articulation. The head, you can't really look down. You can kind of look up, you know, but that's mostly for transformation. He can do the full exorcist at the shoulder without engaging the hinge part, just the ball part. You get approximately a 90-degree bend there, and he can rotate it around 360 degrees, and also you get a little bit of waggle in there for that. Now, technically for the wrist, you don't really get anything, no rotation or anything like that, but you know, due to transformation, there is a hinge there, so the hand can move in and out some. At the hips, he can give you the splits plus. He kicks forward a little better than 90 degrees, it looks like, and backwards a little better than 90 degrees as well. No rotation in the thigh. There is rotation here at the knee because it's on that ball joint, so it will rotate full 360 degrees, and it gives you way past 90 in bend, but again, that is due to transformation. And then no rocker in the feet. I guess you could say he has toe tilt, but again, that's due to transformation, so I personally don't count that. But if you want to use it, if you can figure out how to use it well in a pose or whatever, you know, you might couldn't, you know, so that might work, something like that. Now, as far as the guns go, of course, there's no ports in his hand, so he can't hold it in his hand. So you do have to, and I got the wrong side there, I think. Yeah. So right here, there's a port in his arm for it. So that's how he pretty much holds his weapon, like that. And then again, it does port into these holes on his back, like such. There you have that, you know, the wings pointing out, of course. And then, you know, if you want him to use the pile drivers, you can do that, of course. Fold the hand in, and then this portion right here, you have to do it this way as well. Yeah. So you have to turn the arm this way, or I guess you know, that way would work too. But it just depends on how you're wanting to pose it out. So we'll just say that way. And then it fits right in there. And so you can move it this way and that. So if you want him to be Rumble instead of Frenzy, you can do that. It just depends on what side of the Rumble is red. Frenzy is blue. Rumble is blue. Frenzy is red. Camp. You know, which side of that camp you fall into. Personally, I always went more by the toy, so for me, Rumble has always been the red one. But, you know, that's just me. But there we have it, my friends. A look at the figure and his accessories in robot mode. It's time for my favorite part of a Transformers review, robot mode comparisons. And here we have the Transformers Studio Series 86, the Transformers the Movie Core Class Frenzy Red, the Transformers Studio Series 86, the Transformers the Movie Core Class Rumble Blue, the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Micromaster Class Frenzy from the Soundwave Spy Patrol 3rd Unit, and the Walmart exclusive Netflix Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Voyager Class Soundwave. For our final set of robot mode comparisons, here we have the Transformers Studio Series 86, the Transformers the Movie Core Class Frenzy Red, with the Transformers Titans Returns Legends Class Bumblebee, and the Walmart exclusive Netflix War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Leader Class Optimus Prime. For final thoughts on the Transformers Studio Series 86, the Transformers the Movie Core Class Frenzy Red, I will say this: for a Core Class, this is a pretty decent little figure. I mean, you know, ball joints and simple transformation and smaller in size. So pretty much, you know, everything that marks a Core Class is pretty much what you get here. And that's not a bad thing. And in fact, for this character in particular, I think Core Class is very, very fitting. I do like the fact that, even though I didn't show it in this video, if you go back and look at the Rumble Blue, I'm pretty sure that I showed that in his alt mode, he does fit in the Siege and the Netflix Earthrise War for Cybertron Trilogy Soundwaves. So I think that's really good. So that means it will also fit in the upcoming re-release of that Netflix Earthrise Soundwave that also comes with Frenzy Blue in the more toy colors, along with Ravage and Buzzsaw. So, you know, making things where they work together, even across lines, is, in my opinion, a good thing. Now, just when in the last few releases you think Hasbro has finally come down on the side in the Rumble is red, Frenzy is blue, or Frenzy is red, Rumble is blue debate, you know, the last few releases of it, they were following the original toy releases, and Frenzy was blue and Rumble was red. But of course, when you get to Studio Series, it's following the animation, where I think they kind of just goofed up and just ran with it after they goofed up, where Rumble is blue and Frenzy is red. And, you know, honestly, they make both of the figures in the Studio Series line, where you can go either way with it. If you want to make Rumble Blue, you can make Rumble Blue. If you want to make Rumble Red, you can make Rumble Red. And that's why they both come with the same accessories. So, still no definitive answer on Rumble is red and Frenzy is blue, or Frenzy is red and Rumble is blue. So, I guess it just depends on your take. If you follow more of the toy release, then of course, follow that. And if you are, a follower of the cartoon where, it's reversed, then, and to me, that's fine. And again, like I said, both of these Studio Series Core Class releases come with the same accessories, so you can go whichever way that you want to with it. And that is completely up to you. But as far as this guy goes, I don't think he's a must-have unless you don't get, the MicroMaster class versions of Rumble and Frenzy. Frenzy, of course, was the harder to find, as is usual in modern stuff, because he was in that Spy Patrol Unit 3. So, but it just depends on your preference. I think I like these better, the Studio Series. I think they're a little bit better, especially since they actually have the weapons and the pile drivers, and so there is that. I do think that makes them the better versions of at least the last couple of releases. And that's really all I have to say about this one. I mean, it's pretty simple, nice deco, even though there's not a whole lot of it. And you can make him Rumble, you can make him Frenzy, whatever you decide to do. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I'm now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page, or check this video's description for the link and see if any membership offers are right for you, but only if you are in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content, or just help the channel grow, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.